Today, Occupy DC protesters are here at Clark Construction Company. Often it's said that homelessness is poverty without a bed. It set you back about $50. That's not stopping anyone, including me. 34% of Montgomery County's homeless adults do have jobs. An explosion caused by 2 chemicals and a third unknown. The totem pole behind me is about 20 feet tall. Enter into this door of the house and you'll enter what used to be a country store. You don't really even need a jacket. How do you know that your information isn't being stolen from a thief in cyberspace? As you can see, the statue is visible to cars driving by on the main roadway. Between now and December 9th, you can send a touch of home to honor the 13,000 children just like Ryan. They're demanding change, saying they're not going to take it anymore.
I see people that was turned down by the corporate structure and told to eat cake.
Today, they're occupying Clark.
Friday, we sent 20 qualified African Americans to Clark's job site to get hired. They refused to take an application. The day before, we sent a non-African American. They took his information.
So they're going to the job site to protest what they're saying is discrimination.
Right now, the police are not happy with us. Okay? We're going to get into the street. We're going to take the street. They've told us they're not playing around today. And we're with allies. And we're not trying to get arrested before we get to the job site. We're going to get to the job site. We're going to get to the job site. We're going to get to the job site. In solidarity. It's time for district government. It's time for DC residents to hold Clark accountable for its unscrupulous practices and unethical ways. Enough of the discrimination, enough of the racism.
Yeah.
Shut them down! Shut them down! Shut them down! Shut them down!
Today, Occupy DC protesters are here at Clark Construction Company saying we want to work. And the police have come out, but they're not commenting.
We ain't going nowhere! We ain't going nowhere! How can I tell my son to get off the couch playing Xbox when I don't have a job? We want to work! We want to work! We want to work!
Pastor George Gilbert says they're not going to let any trucks enter or exit the site and is willing to be arrested if that's what it takes.
I personally brought 15 people here to their site to fill out applications.
People who were DC residents.
I got here and no one would take their application. No one would even talk to them. And I turned away folks who were ready and willing to work. This is just history repeating itself with Dr. King and the Poor People's Campaign.
In Washington, Rebecca Taranto, CNS TV. What's your favorite thing today?
The games. It was what she said. Curling. I have to say it's soccer. Doing the dancing.
It's a day of fun for all, even the parents.
Mom's idea, she thought it'd be fun.
To see Big Time Rush.
Lisa Freyer brought her girls to get outside.
I think it's too many of the children that's sitting in the house with the TV and the video games, and I actually think this is wonderful.
The day included games like shuffleboard, bike riding, and soccer. Millions of people are getting off their couches and stepping outside to celebrate Nickelodeon's Worldwide Day of Play. And here in DC, the sun's not out, but that's not stopping anyone, including me. The crowds were out in full force for the 8th annual Day of Play, and no one left empty-handed.
We got these little soccer balls, and we got wristbands.
Have fun today. You want a wristband? Oh, you're welcome. Have fun.
And fun was certainly to be had. The stars of Nickelodeon and the U.S. Youth Soccer Team came out to join in the excitement. But with all the crowds and long lines, you'd be lucky to find them. The coolest part of the day?
All these people can fit in right smack in front of the White House.
Playing in the President's Yard. In Washington, Rebecca Taranto, CNS TV.
Food, rent, gas, necessary evils.
Carlos Tovar knows he'll have to cut back on leisure activities to continue to afford his commute.
63.
But he also understands the increase is intended to create jobs through the Transportation Trust Fund.
If the way they propose it is supposed to actually work, then I guess we can take one more for the team.
Marylanders currently pay 23.5 cents a gallon in gas taxes. Adding another 15 cents to that, is digging too deep for some drivers.
The last thing we need is more money out of our pockets being spent on gas.
Filling up at this gas station could set you back about $50. And adding on to that with the new proposed tax increase could set you back another $2.25 each time you hit the tank. AAA had this to say. AAA Mid-Atlantic supports a gas tax increase only with absolute assurances that the money raised from the Maryland motorists is spent on transportation projects. The 15-cent proposed increase would propel Maryland's gas tax to the top spot in the nation. Try telling someone with a daily 40-mile commute they might see another hike at the pump.
We need to negotiate with the price on that. Instead of 15, we need to do something in the middle.
After 2 decades of a steady gas tax, a Maryland gas tax hike could soon influence how you navigate to work. In College Park, Rebecca Taranto, CNS TV. I'm Rebecca Taranto. Thanks for joining us.